Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Rome Total War Remastered. Here today on the channel we have episode 4 of my Macedonian campaign. Here today we're going to continue our war against the Romans. We've defeated the Brutii with the siege of Tarentum and Crotona. In the last episode we set our eyes towards the Scipii territory of Messana. And we're also going to continue our invasion of Thrace. So, if you like the sound of that, support the series, and I'll do more. Let me know what you'd like me to replace this series with in the future. We're currently under the reign of our second and new faction leader. Antigonus passed away, the conqueror of Greece and the Brutii. His firstborn son and heir, Gyrus, is 44 and is a 7-star commander with some really nice influence. Zero management though. We're still at war with the Romans, we've got a bunch of trade partners, and still with our allies in Dacia. Family tree wise, his firstborn son, Aeolus, is 26. He's got another 23-year-old son and a nephew, Eunice, and Damoses is still chilling. As well. We're in a really good position in this Macedonian campaign. We had 2 good battles in the last episode. The first of which was against the Thracians, and then we managed to smash the Brutii as well. So we're basically benefiting from that really good situation we left the last episode in. I thought it'd be a good idea to go through the overall rankings for the Macedonian faction. We're currently making a tremendous amount of money per term, so the Brutii are no more. So overall ranking, we're up there, except for Egypt. We have way more territory than them, but they are still ultra competitive. That territory in the Nile is just so good. So we're not even up there with the military. What is that? Egypt and Germany. Crikey. Production-wise, it goes back and forth. I don't know why. Territorial we have the most. Financial we don't. We nearly have the population. Wow. We've got the entirety of Greece and southern Italy. And we've been enslaving as well. You'd think we'd have a little bit more than that. Here are the finances, if you're curious. Most of our wages and expenses come from the army, which is understandable. Okay, so let's push down to Messana. We are at war with the Greek city-states still, so I thought we could nab 2 territories from there. The Julii have sent a fleet south to block the port of Tarentum, which is annoying, because we've only got a skeleton crew to get us over to Messana. So there's a Scipio general there, but there doesn't seem to be too many military forces in there. I'm going to move my spy on because I want to check out the Greek city-states. We might even be able to get in with that actually, and he's failed unfortunately. Damn it, that worked in Tarentum. We're going to have to wait a turn before we can go in. Well, I guess we might as well move you out then. The Greek city-state still holds Syracuse, and Sicily is still very much a battle royale between the Carthaginians, the Scipii Romans, and the Greeks. We can get some mercenaries here, just some Samnites and some other hoplites. But for now, Crotona and Tarentum is secure, and we have a chance to take Messana. Okay, so we should be able to push and take Messana here now. The Greeks haven't pushed up and attacked us, which I thought they potentially might. Scipii are moving territory into Tarentum. The Gauls want an alliance. We'll accept that. Map military for military. They are in the north to us. They might want to go into like Illyria or something. I don't know. We'll give them that. Oh, some good diplomacy already. Ah, so they pushed to Tarentum. Oh, what's this? My God. Couple hundred pirates there. That's annoying. Rebel pirates love the seas in and around Capua and Sicily, I guess. Okay, welcome to the top of the turn. So, that was really lucky because we could have lost my family members there and the reinforcements. They haven't given chase, which is good. Now, where can I... try and disembark you as close to Messana, I guess. And try and hold the strait. Back over in Byzantium, we have Gyraz, the faction leader, hopefully to try and take the Thracian city. Okay, there's only 3 units inside, and we have more reinforcements coming, so a clear-cut order resolve. Byzantium, or soon to be Constantinople in the future, is no more than a small minor city at this point. Even before this, it was a tiny fishing village before it became the renowned city of Constantinople. Hopefully we can make it that. My capital is Thessalonica, bang smack in the heart of my empire. As we expand and conquer further east and west, we might need to reallocate it. But for now, we're doing okay. I don't know why the Greek cities are having some problems down there. Anyway, we're going to be able to take Messana with a clear-cut auto resolve. Couple thousand against Captain Tiberius there. We'll be able to take the city. The city expands in Corinth, and we've gained a merchant. Right. From Byzantium, okay. Campus Getae. That must be the last of the Thracians towards the north. We'll replenish and repair where we can. Okay, so I guess we make plans and preparations to go against the Greeks. The Scipio units towards Tarentum and Crotona, if they do attack, we'll be able to defend from that position. I want to try and get this Scipio commander gone. We'll send Eunice, my uncle. He's quite a competent commander. Hopefully Eunice can be the conqueror of Sicily. That can be his legacy. But for now, the Macedonian family line is secure. And hopefully we can sort of have an unbroken line. That would be really quite cool, of succession. So unfortunately the Scipio Romans have attacked me in Crotona. We'll be fine. As the Greeks want a ceasefire. I would accept that, very generous, if you give me Syracuse. Ah, damn, it's their capital. However, it has given us a bit of insight to their territory. So they have Rhodes and Pergamon. I'd be interested in Pergamon. Rhodes is a wonder. Nah, they don't want to do that.
Regretfully,
oh well. Oh yeah, I'm not even fussed about the siege at Crotona, as we are one of the best defensive factions. Pikes attacking them in narrow cities are basically nigh impossible to attack. Another candidate for adoption. That's also another reason why I'm playing on a new version of the campaign. That auto-adopt, that was a thing, is annoying, is now gone. Flavius Scipio's there. Okay. Let's throw back the Scipii army attacking Tarentum. We might actually be able to lift that port blockade, because it was stifling us with a little bit of trade. We want to try and bring in Aloes over, because we need a general here in Tarentum. That's enough to auto-resolve that. Let's relieve that siege and move back to Tarentum. Man of the hour, really? Oh, so they did bring this back. Well, there you go. In the earlier versions, I don't think it popped up, but if we wanted a man of the hour, we could. I don't want it, though. Become Protectorate. That's so much denarii, and they want me to give them 2 settlements. I'd accept it for a straight-up Protectorate, but they're probably not interested in that. I wouldn't imagine. So no.
Until next time.
Okay, let's push towards Syracuse. I don't know why it's rebelling. They've been there for half a dozen turns. Maybe, no, it wouldn't be half a dozen. It'd be probably more of a dozen. We're about 30 turns into this campaign, probably. I haven't kept count. We'll move our spy into Syracuse to try and open it. And I guess we'll just try and siege it, and it's opened. Good, we've got the RNG. Okay, they've got 2 units of reinforcing Royal Guard and another, so that's always a problem, but we should be able to win this one. Average victory, crikey. But that's a good sign that they're recruiting Royal Guard. Now, whoa, a population of 10,000? 16 to exterminate. We might have to exterminate this one, because that's a lot of denarii. And we definitely don't need that much population being diverted around the Empire. Wow, this must be one of the largest settlements in the game at the moment. And we've got access to Royal Guard and we can repair everything. Crikey. That's what's good against fighting Greeks. We can just push on in and benefit from their buildings as well. Okay, we'll replenish and repair that, and we'll upgrade the wall in Syracuse. Would you look at this? Quintus Julius has head south. We've thrown back, we've destroyed the Brutii completely. The Scipii have lost Messana, and they've only been pushed back to Capua. The Senate has sent a Julii to throw them back. That's really quite funny. Well, Gyra's here. We'll sail you over to Asia Minor, because you could probably push down to Pergamon now and continue our front against the Greeks. We have 2 armies that were sitting around Byzantium, so we'll send one to Pergamon. Just looking at the mercenaries there. And we can send another one to get rid of the Thracians once and for all. Okay. Couple of small Greek forces in and around. I'm curious to see how big the Carthaginian garrison. They're 3 units. Okay, so let's see how the Julii react. Okay, so an army's at Crotona. Wow, I don't believe this. It's actually quite funny. It's probably realistic. The Julii would probably be sent down to deal with the invasion of southern Italy, because at this stage, they probably think it's inevitable before we march on Rome. I am still dealing with Sicily that we've been dealt into. Our potential husband. Settlement bribed. Oh, that is so annoying. That's happened twice in this campaign. Maybe they've upped the tick rate in the full version of the ability for the AI to bribe settlements. Because we had Bilazora bribed by Thracians. And now we've had Salonia. Right, who? Eunice's daughter. 1, 2. Okay. I was just trying to think male heirs wise. Look, 27, 2-star command. He seems alright. We can bring in another commander in Syracuse. That's alright. Oh, would you look at this? So, Gyraz, like Alexander, his ancestor before, crossed over to Asia Minor. Pontus have attacked Pergamon, though. Damn it, I wanted to use that as a staging ground. I guess we could push and attack this Greek army and hope that Pergamon don't take it, but they've taken Sardis and Halicarnassus, so we might have to push to Rhodes to get rid of the Greek city-states. So Pontus has conquered Asia Minor. That's not good. A united Asia Minor is always hard to deal with, regardless if the Egyptians, the Pontic Kingdom, or the Seleucids take it. And Carthage are bringing more military forces over to Sicily. I really don't want a war against them. That's the last thing I want, to be honest. We can move you to Messana, though. So we can wait to attack. Yeah, I guess we just wait until Quintus Julius wants to attack Tarentum. We're going to have to get... I'm going to recruit a unit here, because you can't actually get to Salonia. We can't send a unit there. We're going to have to recruit one. But there's no garrison inside, which is interesting. Okay. So it looks like Carthage has moved up an army to deal with the last of the Greeks. We're going to negotiate with the great Carthaginians. Trade and map information. I'd love an alliance.
A most generous proposal.
Hannibal and Philip always had good relations. We'll demand compensation to settle all grievances. But an alliance is very demanding. They are not at war with the Greeks. Maybe they soon will be. They're at war with the Romans. Okay, well, I guess we'll end the turn, as the Julii and the Scipii have been besieging for a turn now. And they've attacked. Quintus Julius Vibius and Lucius have attacked us here. And my faction heir, the future king, Aloes, is inside. 5 units of cavalry, a lot of decent pikes, very limited skirmishes, but the Macedonians face the Julii on the field of battle. Quintus Julius, a competent Roman commander, wants to kill the Macedonian prince.
The ferryman will be busy today. He will take many souls to the afterlife. Just make sure that yours is not one of them. So let your battle cry put fear into the enemy's hearts. Call to the heavens, sons of Greece, and fight with honor.
Fight with honor, brave sons of Greece. The ferryman will be busy. I do like the sound of that defensive siege speech. So, we've got a couple of options here for this. Just going to reform my pike. Now, we've got a decent number of cavalry. I don't necessarily think we have cavalry supremacy, maybe numerically, but you'd think that the Roman general's bodyguard would be better. So, holding the walls, I don't think is a good idea. I think holding these narrow street corridors in pike formation is the play. So, let's move everyone back to the town square just to be easily able to see and reorganize. So they've got a battering ram, 2 ladders, and a siege tower. And then they've got 3 Roman general units and 2 cavalry. So yeah, it's going to be... I don't know if we're going to be able to hold them out of the city with my cavalry. But I feel like if we don't send them outside, we'll be in a bad position. So what I'll do is just try and see what we're working with here. So we'll chuck 1... I'm just worried if they push around the side there. I think we'll chuck 2 of our pike phalanx here. These guys should be able to hold quite well. I'll put, like there. Something like that would be good. Maybe we'll just put a bit of putting bank smack behind. So, we'll put these phalanx pikes one here. I think that's probably the best. It's just the pathfinding. I hope they don't somehow bamboozle me and go around the side. That's a lot better. And we'll chuck units to protect our flank. Thankfully, we've got enough. Like, there's 4 ways into the town square. We actually have enough units numerically to hold it quite well. 2 in the front to hold the probably brunt of the charge. And we can really sit 2 more units back, just in case the Romans flank around heavily with their cavalry or something. And then we've got 2 units left here. We can probably just chuck you bank smack here. Depending if the AI decide to hit one of them. Like if they hit the right hand side, maybe full on, we could rotate them. No, maybe we're just better off chucking them all in like this. Put the general here, bank smack between the 2. Just to keep our morale up. I could send 1 to the... I'm just trying to think. We could hold... I want to try and I don't want to lose the gateway and the arrow tower too quickly, you know what I mean? So I think we might sacrifice this unit. We'll put it in front of the gate, because if they break down, they're just going to swarm in. We should be able to hold them quite well at the gate there. So we'll sacrifice 1 unit for this battle. Infantry. Wise. We'll move you further up here. And then we'll do with the cavalry. So we can sit them back here. But trying to hammer an anvil strike when they enter the city is probably not the play. I think we're better off putting them towards the closest gateway, which is here, and then sending them out. We'll send my cavalry out to disrupt. And essentially, if we can send the cavalry out and disrupt and delay the siege equipment making its way to the walls, we should be able to pepper them with arrow tower fire. And we might even be able to stop them if we get a good enough charge on. But I'll show you the cinematic shots here. Get rid of the HUD. So there's a pike unit defending. The main pike phalanx units at the front. the future king and prince against a decent Julii army coming in. We've really got to watch out for those Hastati. But if we're holding the gateway, they're pushing head on into us, we should be fine. But if we get stuck in combat with the Hastati, they're just going to carve us up like carving a cake 9 times out of 10. So there they are. Let's move on out. For victory or defeat, cavalry, we'll go forward. We'll chuck on guard mode. I don't know if we need it. They should be intelligent enough not just to hold that position and not move. So the Julii are slowly but surely making their way up to the wall with their siege equipment. The Julii battering ram and the brave Hastati. They're fighting for the freedom and independence of southern Italy, with the Julii needing to come down to sort out the Brutii and the Scipii problems. I'm actually really quite impressed, to be honest, that the Senate and Romans sent a reactionary force so far south. So we only slightly outnumber them, but they seem to probably have the balance of power. That is some very fortunate RNG. However, I think that's a blessing in disguise for the Romans, because now they're going to throw everything on top of the walls. Damn it. I was kind of hoping that maybe the tower would get engulfed. And yeah, they would have pushed pikes at the gateway, but now they're not going to get in. I'm going to move my cavalry around. We might actually be able to hit this Hastati unit because it's caught there, getting up to the walls. Let's send everyone in, hit them side on. Go straight for the ladders. If we can stop that coming up, we might be able to completely wipe out this unit. The Macedonian cavalry outside the city. Just like try and open up some angles against them. Oh, they've already broken. Even though there's 120 in there, we just hit them so hard. They're moving more up. Pull back because we're losing a decent amount of men. Let's reorganize and we'll cycle charge and hit them again if we can. So I've quickly just moved my pike unit that was at the gateway up to the walls to hold the gateway so they don't go charging on in. And the longer we can avoid the Julii Romans from taking our arrow towers, the better. Okay, so we've destroyed one Hastati unit, and we've delayed one piece of siege equipment from getting up to the walls. We might actually be able to hit this unit here, or a couple of these units, side on. For some reason, their general staff is sitting further back. They're now broken, perfect, but they've sent in some equites, which have now caught us. Can you guys pivot down here and deal with the equites? If anything, the Hastati are probably going to cause more of an issue for our pikes when they eventually get into the town square because of their peeler. Pikes do tremendously well against cavalry, so we've managed to break down those equites. However, unfortunately, some of my cavalry is now fleeing and might open the gateway to the Romans. I hope not. Pull back further here. Okay, we've managed to grab the attention, finally, of the Julii generals. If we can somehow get you back out, that'd be ideal. Try and draw you towards this kill zone here. Seems to be 3-hour towers. Oh my god, we've killed, what's that, 35%? Of the Julii with just our cavalry. And unfortunately, because they're not in pikes, the Hastati are absolutely smashing that hoplite unit in hand-to-hand combat. Okay. I don't know how much longer my cavalry's going to last here. Try and hit the general's bodyguard. If we could get kill one of those Julii, that'd be great. Try and stand in front of the gateway, which we control. Should be 3 arrow towers in range. 61%. We've only lost 15 of our own. Yeah, I just don't think we're going to be able to do it. Oh, that's a shame. All of the Macedonian cavalry now, unfortunately, is in a full retreat. Although we've lost the battle for the walls, I still think we're going to be able to claim victory here today because our pikes are chilling further back. We've nearly killed half of the Roman force before they've even made their way up. Looks like they tried to pick up the ladders, but then they abandoned them. We've gained control of my cavalry, but there's only a handful of men per unit of those 5. So if we can retreat them back to the town square, that'll be good. But oh my god, the Romans are quite quickly giving chase. And the Hastati that have won up on the walls and survived the onslaught outside the city are now moving in. If we can... Okay, that's a little bit annoying that they completely disrupted. Oh, crap. Oh, that's okay. Far out. Them retreating didn't give them enough of a path, like, back in. It just bumped them out of the way. That is so annoying. Quickly reform. Like that. I don't know how we had it before. Oh my god, why is it making them all do that? Like form, like that. Oh! Some of them had their pikes down. Good. My god, I thought we could have lost the battle there. Like, honestly. If that was a really solid charge and they weren't up, we did have a unit in the rear, but I don't know, man. That could have been very, very bad. Yeah, they're like struggling to fill out the entire square. You're going to have to act quickly because the Romans are now coming in. We're going to be able to find and hold against their cavalry that's charging headstrong. The general seems to have a lot more hit points because he seems to not fall head-on into the Macedonian phalanx. What's with the orange snake? I wonder what that is. Anytime I see a snake on a shield like that, I think, Thracians, where? Okay, let's move you up. And let's just swing the general further right. So it does look like the Julii Romans are trying to flank. They're moving in their Hastati. But our phalanx pikemen seem to be in quite good condition holding. Even though they're a little bit shaken, some of them. Oh no, they're all eager. There goes one Julii. Hopefully it's the first of many more to come. Quintus Julius is no more. Reform up. And this is what I'm talking about. Rock, paper, scissors. Cavalry straight on into the head of pikes. Into phalanx. Aren't gonna last. Vibius Julius is gone as well. Will we be able to bring down the line of the Julii? And they're just foolishly going to come back and forth. They're not going to be able to break that position. And there goes Lucius as well. That is all the Roman commanders gone. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, defensive sieges are so much easier playing as the Greeks. Like, as long as you have like 4 units per settlement, and they don't have a crazy amount of skirmishes, it's nearly nigh impossible for the AI to take you out in these narrow streets, even on very hard, very hard. And we're probably going to be able to give chase on the remaining stragglers here. Now, we do have to be a little bit careful moving out of this position now. I'm happy to move my cavalry up and risk and run them down. So there's 2 more units to my left-hand side here. Maybe they'll get one last mental charge in. But from their perspective, Tarentum is a Roman city. It was under Brutii control. And now that we've built it up... Yeah, because we sieged this, didn't we? This was the settlement that had those war dogs in the bush. Yeah, those war dogs came out of the bushes a couple episodes ago. When it was just a wooden settlement. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I didn't really comprehend the consequences of building that wall in the first turn. Oh, my God. That's actually really quite cool. We've really... Yeah, I didn't really, like, fully comprehend that. Yeah, I guess in a frontier province, upgrade the walls as quickly as you can. Because in doing so, yeah, because it was only a couple turns, 4 or 5 turns before the Julii came down. If we had wooden walls, would we be able to be this successful against a Roman threat? Maybe, maybe not. We've won now. We'll finish off the last of the Stati or stuck in the city here. My cavalry can easily go around and flank. But the Roman columns, as you can see, are now Greek again. Or Macedonian. Heroic victory! I like that. The first of the series. Looking at the casualties sustained and inflicted. Militia hoplites did alright. Along with phalanx pikemen. Same with our cavalry as well. A good battle. Oh my God. I really can't catch a breather for this campaign. The Carthaginians have attacked. That is so annoying. Gyraz, the faction leader, has been sent roads to try and take it. We should be able to take Campus Getae now. And finish off the last of the Thracians. Their faction leader and heirs inside. Clear victory. Let's get rid of those guys. Now the Thracians are no more. That was an annoying war. I didn't really want to go so far north into Getae and Scythia, but the Thracians really twisted my arm in taking Bilazora from me. Okay, so we're still being attacked in Crotona that we have to deal with. And then we have to deal with the Carthaginians. I don't believe that. I thought we had good relations with them. Traitorous scum. We can move into Salonia now and retake it. That was a waste of taking that settlement. Julii. And we can send our reactionary force now to Crotona. To get rid of Flavius, Scipio, potentially. Maybe even Lucius. Let's get rid of them. Oh, they fled back. Oh, wow. Okay, so... Now we have to deal with the Carthaginians. Well, I guess we'll do that in the next episode. Episode 5 coming out soon. So, thank you very much for watching today's video. I've had an absolute blast. We had a really good battle against the Julii. And we took a lot of territories. We've been a little bit bamboozled in some areas. I thought I would be able to push into Asia Minor in today's video. That might be a little bit longer because a full frontal war against a pretty decent Pontus is going to take a lot more than one army. I thought maybe if the Greeks had Helicarnassus or Pergamon. Well, they did have Pergamon, but it fell so quickly to Pontus. So I guess we'll send that army down that's in Thrace, one full stack, and we'll get Gyraz to try and take Rhodes as well. And then we'll push into Asia Minor, Pontus with a two-pronged attack. And I don't know what we do now with Italy. Like, I thought we were going to get to a point where we had Syracuse, Sicily, mostly under our control in southern Italy, and we'll be able to push against the Romans completely. But now, going against the Carthaginians, I just thrown another massive curveball into the mix. So I guess we try and conquer Sicily now, once and for all, bring it under a united faction. I guess we push to Lilybaeum, and maybe even Carthage. But we still need 50 settlements in this series, which is quite a lot. So it doesn't really matter which way we go and get them. We just need settlements, which we're working our well way towards. So stay tuned for episode 5 coming out soon, and I'm going to play the outro now. Cheers, guys. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already with the bell notification on. Let me know in the comment section down below feedback and suggestions for the video, and feel free to leave a dislike. If you want to support the channel and follow me on my social media links, they are all linked in the description below. We've got the series playlist that you can access. You can also have a look at my gaming and recording equipment. If you want to get yourself some cheap games, check out the links. You can support me on Patreon if you want. Channel members are available. Use creator code SimpzyTotalWar on the Epic Games Store checkout to flick me a couple of bucks. We've got Twitter, Discord, merchandise, Facebook, Steam group, Instagram, Twitch, and Google Plus links all in the description below as well. But above all, guys, make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Much love from Australia. Goodbye.